Good evening or good morning or good afternoon or good evening everyone. I am from group 9 or the group from test for population mean. So our topic is all about test for population mean. While my topic is defining hypothesis. Defining hypothesis. A hypothesis is a testatable statement about a population parameter. It is a claim or assumption that we want to investigate using statistical methods. So basically, hypothesis is a supposition or proposed explanation made on the basis of limited evidence as a starting point for further investigation. So this is the proposed explanation. Hypothesis means a proposed explanation. So there is steps in hypothesis testing. Number one is state the null and steps in hypothesis testing is state the null and alternative hypothesis. So first is null hypothesis. What is null hypothesis? So null hypothesis is this is the statement that we assume to be true. Initially, it typically represents the status quo or the absence of an effect for absence of an effect. So null hypothesis, it basically means the status quo or the majority of people that holds to be true. So ang null hypothesis daw is mo ni siya ang ang tinuod nga statement, mo ni siya ang tinuod nga statement that we want to investigate. And the second is alternative hypothesis. So alternative hypothesis, this is the statement that we are trying to find evidence for. It contradicts the null hypothesis and usually represents the effect we are interested in. So ang kalahian ni null hypothesis and alternative is null hypothesis, it is the majority or this is the real statement, while the alternative hypothesis, this is what we are trying to investigate. So mo ni kalahian nila duha. So we have I have two examples here. So example 1, drug effectiveness. So research question, does a new drug reduce cholesterol levels by 20%? So there is a null hypothesis. It says that the drug does not reduce cholesterol levels by 25%. So mo ni siya ang formula. While sa alternative hypothesis, it says that the drug reduces cholesterol levels by 25%. And the second example is it said that student GPA. So sa research question niya is the average GPA of students in American colleges different from 2.0. So sa null hypothesis, same lang yapon siya diri sa drug effectiveness. No, diri sa null hypothesis is it says that the average GPA of students in American colleges is 2.0, while sa alternative is ang ingon diri is the average GPA of students in American colleges is not. So mo na siya kalahian nila, no. As I said diri gani nga nga statement is ang kalahian ni null hypothesis o ni alternative hypothesis is si null hypothesis is it is said or it is basically the status quo or the majority of people that's said to be true, while sa alternative hypothesis is this is what we are trying to investigate or what we are trying to find out. Thank you, that's all. Thank you.
Set the significance level. So diri nato ma-determine o mahibalaan kung unsa ang level of evidence ang kinahanglan para ma-reject ang null hypothesis. Ang lower value kay nag-indicate na mas taas ang level of evidence ang kinahanglan para ma-reject ang null hypothesis. Number 3, collect the data and calculate the test statistic. So diri need mag-collect og random sample gikan sa population para na ay calculate na test sa statistics. Ang kanina calculation kay makatabang para mahibal-an nimo kung naa pa ba kay enough evidence para ma-reject ang null hypothesis. 4. Determine the p-value. So, sa number 4 is kinahanglan ma-determine ang p-value kay mao ni siya ang indicator kung unsa ka strong ang evidence against null hypothesis. Pag small ang p-value, meaning strong ang evidence na mag-reject ang null hypothesis. Number 5, make a decision. So, sa number 5, ang pag-decision sa pag-reject o fail to reject the null hypothesis kay based sa comparison sa p-value o significance level sa data. Kung ang p-value kay less than or equal to means pwede mag-reject ang null hypothesis kay tungod na ay enough evidence na mas suportahan ang alternative na hypothesis, pero kung ang p-value nimo kay greater than means it is fail to reject kay tungod walay enough evidence para ma-reject ang null hypothesis. State the conclusion. So, diri mao ni ang part na murag need nimo i-summarize ang steps na imo gibuhat para makuha ang results. Diri nimo i-explain kung nganong na-reject nimo or na-fail ka nga mag-reject ang ma-reject ang null hypothesis.
Good morning, sir. My topic today is types of error. The probability making a type of error is called the significant level, donated out at 0.01, 0.0501. The significance level is used to basically determine the rejection region, since the probability of rejected a true rule hypothesis, or in other words, the probability, the test, the probability test statistics will fall in the rejection region when, in fact, the null hypothesis is true. Rejection, the set of value, the test statistic that leads to the rejection of each of critical values. The beginning and ending from the rejection region is katong kanan na graph dira una sila ang mga rejection region. Sa first nga graph is kuan kining one tiled or one greater than. Ang sa rejection region niya is kuning ang kuan ang nabutang niya is CE and EA. Sa second graph na ay kining murag kuan bitaw siya, kining murag na nakadrawing niya is one tiled rejection region ZE and T. Ang kanang mga rejection region na kuan dito na siya nakuha sa kuan sa hypothesis error. Rejection region sa kini sa nakadraw nga number 2 is ZA and T. Kala sila dili na sila nakuha sa kuan kini sa critical values, the beginning and ending rejection region, dili na sila nakuha. Then sa kini third nga nakadraw is mo na siya ang kuan murag equal na sila. Base side is same ra og kuan kining same ra kay balik siya nakabutang sa rejection region. 2 is tiled, diba? Same ra sila, parehas na sila. Then the statistic used the basic for deciding whether the null hypothesis should be rejected. If test statistic result in the value that the rejection region, we will reject the null hypothesis. If the test statistic result in a value that is not the rejection region will accept the null hypothesis. So, ano yun sa? Dito na sa 1 types of error. According to the National Association, the home builders, the main price of existing single family home was 238,600. A real estate broker believes that the main price and decrease since them the hypothesis are. So, ang kuan, ang ibali, ikuha siya sa kuan, kini mga number diri hindi makita. Kini mga number diri nga kining 230,000 is gikuha ni siya sa hypothesis or sample nga murag ni mga sample sa kuan kani National Association Builders. So, dito sa kuan. Suppose the result of the sampling lead to non-rejection. The null hypothesis classified that concludes as type of error. Type of error is correct. Correct decision if in fact mean and main price has not decreased since 2019 while ang taas. Correction, direct sa correction. As a correct decision. J-Machine claims the main ECT score attained by the 2 years college student. Instituto Aldante suspects this claim is too low and select a random sample of 1 to 2 years college student. The mean of the sample to 23.3 and the population standard deviation is assumed to be at 3.3 test at the 5% significant level. So ang mga dali nga kuan, ang example ani is kuan sa ACT score attained by the 2 years college student, kasi kan kibali sa 2 years college student. Ang murag ang kuan niya diri ang kita ba ni ang iyaha kaning yung number niya dili nga nambutang is kuan sa number 1. Ang sa hypothesis niya is hypothesis equals 22. Sa number 2, hypothesis equals 2.22. Sa number 3, A equals 0.05. Sa number 4, rejected he as the predicted hypothesis if z greater than 1.64. Sa number 5, z equals 23 minus 22 equals 4.33. Sa number 6, rejected is become rejected hypothesis because 4.33 is greater than 1.64 ba? 1.64. Number 7, A equals 0.05. The population mean is greater than 22. Ibali, ang kuan diri muna siya ang kuan katong ang correct decision. Dili ibali siya ang correct decision. Sa katong sa number, okay na sa type of error. Yung sa type of error, ibali murag ang kuan niya is kinin sa correct decision. Di correct na kibali niya dali Para to sir.
Hey everyone, my name is Angelica Bautista. Today, I will discuss the two types of tests in hypothesis testing. So we have two types of tests, one-tailed versus two-tailed test. First one is one-tailed test. So one-tailed test are tinatawag siya directional. The rejection region is on one side of the distribution
it is either on the left or on the right tail of the curve depending on how the alternative hypothesis is tested. So, usang may ginagamit nato sa alternative test. So, pag ang alternative hypothesis nimo kay ang symbol niya kay greater than or less than, kana siya kay directional test na siya. Kana siya kay one-tool test. Pasabot sa normal curve, ang rejection region niya kay either nasa right or nasa left. So, mo ni ang example sa pag ang alternative hypothesis nimo ang symbol kay less than, ang rejectional region niya kay nasa left side sa curve. Pero ang pag ang symbol sa alternative hypothesis nimo kay greater than, ang rejectional niya region nimo kay nasa right side siya. So, mo to ang directional test. So, again, this is one-tool test. Ang rejection region lang either nasa left or nasa right. Ang symbol sa alternative hypothesis nimo diri kay nalang sa less than or greater than para makaingon ka og one-tool test siya. So, next type of test is non-directional test or two-tailed test. Makes use of two opposite tails of the distribution. No assertion is made if the population parameter falls within positive or negative end of the distribution. So, H sub A uses not equal to different, not the same. So, kay ina, ang symbol ng alternative test kay greater or less than. So, pag-abot sa total test, ang symbol sa ato ang alternative hypothesis is not equal. Pag not equal gani, ang symbol sa atong alternative test, this is not directional test or test. So, unsa may hitsura niya? So, mao ni siya. So, sa isa ka curve, ang rejection region niya kay makita nimo parehas nga nasa iyang both side ng curve, no? Makita nimo ang rejection region sa right tail or sa left tail of the curve. So, natay example sa directional and non-directional or katong one-tailed test or two-tailed test. So, first one is one-tailed test. So, one-tailed test sa right. So, ang iyang null hypothesis is the average life of battery is less than or equal to 15 hours. So, ang iyang symbol kay H sub O mu is less than 15. So, pag alternative hypothesis tungod kay ang one-tailed niya kay right, so, mugamit ta og symbol nga greater than or words na that are associated with greater than. So, the average life of battery is greater than 15 hours. So, ang iyang symbol kay H sub A mu is greater than 15. So, next is for the one-tailed test left. Iyang null hypothesis. So, the average life of battery is greater than or equal to 15 hours. So, ang iyang symbol kay H sub O mu is greater than 15. So, pag alternative hypothesis tungod kay left siya, ang symbol nato na gamiton kay less than or words that are associated with less than. So, the average life of battery is less than 15 hours. So, ang iyang symbol kay H sub A mu is less than to 15. So next is two-tailed test. So, sa example ni Mr. Kalang, sa iyang number 2 nga example, kay mo to siya ang example sa two-tailed test. So, ang iyang null hypothesis is the average GPA of student in America College is 2.0. So, ang iyang symbol kay H sub O mu is equals to 2.0. So, pag alternative hypothesis tungod kay total man siya, ang symbol na ato ang gamiton kay not equal or words that are associated with not equal. So, the average GPA of students in America College is not 2.0. So, ang iyahang symbol kay H sub A mu is not to equal 2.0. So, that's all. Thank you.